In 2021, Congress put a plan in place to support electric vehicle charging infrastructure across the United States. But 2 years and $7.5 billion later, there's not much to show for it. In fact, the program is running in only one state, Ohio, and even there, just one charging station has opened. The initiative, known as the National Electric Vehicle Infrastructure Program, first broke ground on the nation's first NEVI charging stations in October of this year. This is the Pilot Travel Center along Interstate 70 at U.S. Route 42 west of Columbus. This station hosts 4 fast charging ports that give enough power to charge an EV up to 80% in roughly 40 minutes. With just one station to show, we asked, what's the holdup everywhere else? To find the answer, let's first establish some background. Today, the United States has around 180,000 electric vehicle chargers. That's according to the Department of Energy. It's a long way off from the 500,000 target set for 2030.
And the standard that we've set for the highway charging for the NEVI program is 4 charging ports, 150 kilowatts every 50 miles. And so, that's the beginning of a network. We're seeding it. We think that the private sector will also come in. There's also many other federal and state funds available to fill that network in over the next 10 years.
The initiative aims to give money to each state for fast chargers near federal highways. But before any construction can get started, the government had to hire a staff to delegate those funds and create standards. States themselves manage NEVI funds after plans are approved. This allows them to delegate the construction and operation of charging stations to private firms. After that, construction permitting can take months. And once the work is started, some experts say the building process can take up to 18 months to complete. Not to mention, the Build America, Buy America Act says that when the government provides money for building infrastructure, the materials used to build them should be made in the U.S. Despite the challenges, those leading this initiative say they are proceeding on pace. Pennsylvania will soon join Ohio with its first NEVI-funded charger. 6 additional states are contracted for initial charging sites. And more than a dozen other states are actively seeking bids from the private sector. In Ohio, construction is expected to begin on 24 more fast charging stations funded by NEVI.
But in terms of specifically what we're doing as a part of that, we're focused on building an equitable, easy to use, frictionless, safe, reliable network, just as we have now for gasoline. If you want to travel within your city, across the country, within a rural area, generally you can find gas relatively easily. We want it to be just as frictionless and easy and reliable to use electric charging.
Some are concerned these efforts aren't moving fast enough to catch up with EV demand. Since Biden took office, investments in the electric vehicle space have taken off. More than $85 billion has been put towards vehicles, batteries, and chargers in the U.S. Of all vehicles sold globally, electric vehicles made up just 4% of sales in 2020. That number rose to 14% in 2022.